Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing a chicken door in our mobile chicken coop. And I bought it directly from Run Chicken, and I'll show it to you. So this is the door. It's a really nice door. They're not cheap, but it is all aluminum. It's got a solar charger for rechargeable batteries, and it comes with those rechargeable batteries. Comes packaged in a really nice box, very secure. Comes with instructions, mounting screws, all kind of troubleshooting guides. Pretty much everything you need. It comes with an app, and the app works really well. You can open and close the door manually. You can set it up for a timer. You can set it up for sun up to sundown. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to make a frame. I'm going to install the door right here on the back of the coop, right next to the walk-through door. Because there's this bench inside here. And the chickens can just hop up on that bench and then go right out this space here. I got the hole cut, marked that I want to cut. So let me get some tools. We're going to drill holes in the corner and all four corners, and we'll go on the outside and cut it with a jigsaw, and then we'll build a frame on the outside to border it and give it something good to screw into. So that's what we're doing. And then when I finish that, I got to finish rodent or snake proofing the inside here. I started putting up this wire to block the soffit vents there. So I got to do that all the way around. I got to finish this side, and then I started to do the top because I was told a snake will crawl up through there, or a rat or a mouse, and come down through the roof vent. So I'm going to do that all the way down, and that should be it. You can caulk up any little spaces, like that or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and get the chicken door in, and then we'll see how that looks. Try not to push too hard. I don't want to split the wood out on the back. All right. Now we'll just draw a line on the outside, and we'll connect the dots with a jigsaw. I did get the axle changed out. For any of you that watch my 2 chicken coop videos, I swapped the axle to a wider axle, and I put it above the leaf spring to lower the trailer down a little bit, to give it a lower center of gravity. But these wheels and tires worked out really good that I bought off of Facebook. And the width is just perfect. They stick out past the trailer just a little bit, but they're still not in the way of getting in the nesting box. Yeah, really happy with that. All right, let's put this chicken door in. Gonna look something like that, only with some trim around it. Alright, so I'm gonna take some 1x4s that I have, and I'm gonna cut them down to about 2.5 inches, just so they don't cover up my corner boards there and they sit flush. And I'm gonna make a frame to go around. I'll screw those from the inside, and then I'll attach the chicken door from the outside to the 1x4s after I paint them. Alright, then we'll have a little, probably a little short little platform here, and then a step going down that I can either remove or fold up, whichever. Alright, so let me get some 1x4s trimmed down, and we'll get those attached. That'll just help hold it together while I get it mounted. Got a little bit of material here I could trim out. I think I will. I'll mark a line with the frame and trim it out. Alright, so I opened up the door using the app. I would have showed you, but I'm filming with my phone and my app is on the phone. So anyway, got the door open. Pretty simple. The app is really nice. So what I noticed here is when I line it up perfectly flush all the way around, like kind of like that, my mounting holes are right on the splits of my frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it down to about right there, and I'm going to mark this with a pencil and trim it out with a jigsaw, and then I'll have plenty of meat here, here, and here to mount the screws. So that's what we're going to do. I probably should have made these side pieces go all the way up, but I don't like the end grain exposed on the top. So we'll do this, see how it works. If not, I'll make another frame, but I think this will be fine. Alright, there's the frame. Everything flushed out pretty nice here. And all we got to do is paint it. Let me see if I can tighten up. Oh, there ain't a screw there, I don't think. Let me see. Yeah, I'll put one in. Put one in right here into that 2x. There's a 2x4 right there. This is all tight over here. Drew up good everywhere but right there, but that's not terrible. Alright, let's we'll go ahead and mount the door, and then we'll take it back off to paint it and see how it works. The instructions do say to specifically use the screws that it came with, so that's what we're going to do. And you're supposed to hand tighten these, not use a screw gun. And I'm just touching them with a drill. I'm not drilling them all the way through. Just kind of a little pilot hole, keep it from cracking the 1x4. Alright, that's temp installed. I'm going to go ahead and try to open the app while I'm recording and see how it operates. Alright, I close it. I don't think I can run the app and videotape at the same time. I'm going to try it one more time. But I think when I go to the app, it shuts the camera off. So let me try it again. Anyway, that's closed. Drop down just a little bit there, but not bad. Time I caulk everything and paint it, it'll look good. All right, let me try the app again. Yeah, I couldn't do both at the same time, but there you go. There's open and there's closed. Working pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off and caulk and paint everything, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, that was the best I could do. Alright, got it all painted up, inside and out. There's my little emergency door in case the big door gets slammed on me while I'm in here. I can just open that up, reach my hand out, and unlatch the big door. Alright, let's get that thing screwed in. Alright, she's all installed. Let me see if I can make her go up and down. Alright, she works like a charm. Alright, I decided to go ahead and make a ramp for my new chicken door. So what I did was I got this old, it's a Simpson strong tie bracket. I got a bunch of these. I bought them real cheap at a thrift store. I just trimmed this one down. And there was already a bolt in here that held down the bottom plate going through the aluminum angle structure of the trailer. So I stepped that up to 5/16 because that's the only bolt I could find. And we're going to bolt this bracket on here, and I'm going to hinge a ramp off of this metal bracket. So cut me an old piece of had some pressure treated plywood, I cut a long piece, it's like 52 inches. And then we're gonna hinge this off of that bracket. So I'll bolt that bracket in and then we'll go from there. All right, I got that bracket mounted. Just use that larger 5/16 bolt. Bolted it in there through the structure. Pretty sturdy. Then I got these hinges. Just some old door hinges I had laying around. Like to use stuff I got. So a couple of odd looking 1/4 inch bolts for the top. And then I'm gonna drill the plywood and mount it to these. Then it should hinge up. Just like so. So we'll get the plywood bolted on, see how it looks. All right, I'm just gonna go down through there one at a time. I got my lines marked out 6 inches apart, and I went ahead and drilled holes. And so what I'm gonna do now is just clamp them in from the top and then reach from underneath and then run these screws just 1.5 inches long. It's what I used on the roofing, but they're perfect. They won't pop through. We'll see how it looks when we get done. All right, one chicken ramp. Turned out pretty good. Show you the bottom of that. I just got them screwed in there. Put a little chain. So if I need to move it or jack it up, I can. And then the jack handle clears. Got a good 1.5 inches there. So if I need to jack it up or let it down, or pull the jack off, it's clear. And then we'll just drop that down. Chains under the ramp. I think that'll hold. All right, that's going to end it. Thanks again for watching Projects with Paul. We'll see you next time.